I have looked
at
at
the IBC servers as well.
There is no server for IBC. Honestly, let's not lie to each other. Even if we are trying to hoodwink the whole of the country, which servers are there to be opened? The portal was, the public portal was open. The whistleblower is Raila himself. Yeah, there is nothing that Raila has said that is substantive. He is basically trying to, create nuisance. And by the way, Debal, I suspect this is sabotage from outside. Because how do you explain the reason that the chaos yesterday in Kenya, South Africa, Tunisia, Nigeria, how comes they seem to be well coordinated? How comes they are hitting the key spots of Africa? We are the economic powerhouse of the East Africa. South Africa down there. Nigeria obviously is the biggest economy in Africa. Tunisia is key in the Maghreb, in the what do you call it, the Mediterranean economy, which is really much better than the sub-Saharan Africa. So what is it that we are being told about? Is it because of the fact that more and more African leaders are becoming more assertive, and AFCOFTA, African Free Continental Trade Area, that was discussed in the last summit, that even now Western leaders almost wanted to attend the meeting. I was in the AU there. So there is more than meet the eye in this whole issue. Because substantively, I don't think, and I was the president in Kapsabet on Sunday, and he said as much, I don't think there is anything substantive that Raila has actually put on at the table that you can clearly say this is it. I don't think so.
But you had the issue of the people, people's forums, people's barazas forums, as a build-up. So the writing was on the wall that this will culminate, and that yesterday was the crescendo of all these forums that Raila has been holding around the counties.
And so what?
So it is not really connected, as you say, to yesterday's confluence of demonstrations from other countries as well. So you are alluding to the fact that there is somebody is steamrolling there.
It is, because
the entire demonstration.
I've studied Raila and I've been with him. I know how he builds his case. So even for the BBI, he was moving from one county to another to create a perception that the whole country is with him. It flopped. So even this one, the date may have been taken actually. Remember, before he came to claim that he's a whistleblower, he came from South Africa. So this is one of the countries that is chaotic. Yesterday with the Malema. So I think, Deval, these things can be coordinated. And I honestly and strongly believe that is the case. But there's a wider economic agenda, and we know as much that the whole idea is to make the government not function and to have the economy sabotaged. But Kenyans are a resilient people. Yeah. What is it that we are dialoguing about, to be honest? Personally, I have not seen any single agenda. You cannot say that because now some leaders will
excuse me,
there will be food will come down. I don't think so. The forces are beyond that. I am also surprised, by the way, as how the shilling is losing value to the dollar. Yeah, that is not something that is in control here locally. So there's a wider economic scheme that we need to interrogate, not just reacting to seeing some youth throwing stones, because they could be doing so just because they're incited of their whatever leader that they follow. But there's a wider scheme that needs to be looked at very carefully. I strongly believe that Africa has become more and more assertive in determining its own future, but there are some people who feel they have to destabilize these countries so that they can benefit from whatever ends that we cannot see from afar. That one I can tell you.
But, the dollar and the shilling really smarting out of it, this is out of externalities, the shocks that globally everyone is suffering from. So you cannot really allude that to the fact that I think you may be a bit paranoia.
No, no.
Yeah?
Nothing happens by happenstance. Why now? Why now? Why this?
You're not paranoid?
No, it's not a question of paranoia. It is well calculated. It's well calculated. These things don't just happen. Things don't just happen. So without humility, there's something that I can see that some people may not figure out this way, but I genuinely believe that it is well calculated, well choreographed. Things don't just happen by coincidence. Yeah.
All right. I wanted just to ask regarding, life have been lost some region of his country, and your reaction yesterday also on the brute force that we saw from the police.
I think the police...
they started arresting people even when they had not even started demonstrating.
I think that will continue also. People will continue to be arrested if they are going to cause chaos. And we must maintain law and order. Because if I am going through my own business and you want to lead demonstrations to block me from doing what I'm doing, people will not just sit down and wait. The police will act. And the people whose arrest has been made, my very good friend Stewart Mazayo, I didn't expect him to be arrested because he's a fairly peaceful person, but he's a leader of minority.